everybody. So I recently was able to purchase the embroidery and sewing Se400 by the brothers, and I looked on a lot of different videos on how to thread the sewing machine and also to do the bobbin, and there were a lot of good videos out there. But when you get to step 2,
right here,
once you get to step 2, it's like I really couldn't tell exactly what they were talking about. So I'm going to try to zoom in as best as possible on this so I can show you all exactly what you're supposed to do in order to thread your bobbin and thread your machine. And I have black on here right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off. So let me see if I can zoom out to make sure y'all see everything correctly. Alrighty, so as you can tell from this arrow right here, I am going to put my hand on this little hook part right here and pull it that way. And as you can tell, this just pops straight up and off. And my needle is raised up, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm just going to go ahead and pull this bobbin out of here. And I just like to put it back. It goes back just like this. I like to put it back so I can keep up with it, okay? Now let's go back to the very top up here. So I am going to thread this with some green thread. Just going to pull this out here. Pull this up. I'm going to take this stopper off. Pull my black thread out. And I had it. Where did I put it at? Okay, my green thread that I'm going to use. And at Walmart, they had extra bobbins for my sewing kit. So I just went and got this. This is the only thing set that they had. So I just went and got these bobbins from Walmart. And I am just going to stick, even if you just have to poke through the paper, it's fine. Just put it straight on there. We're going to put our stopper on. I'm going to hold the thread right here. And we're going to go to 1. And it shows you a picture where you put it underneath the little hoop. Or loop or whatever you want to call this little thing right here. So you have to pull really hard. Then I'm going to go, still holding this, go back underneath this little white piece right here. You're going to go back underneath there. Let me see if I can maneuver this camera around so you can see a little better. So, just going to thread it. You're going to go back behind this piece right here. Okay. So, you want to make sure you're still holding right here. You're going to go under this white part we talked about. And when you're doing your bobbin, you want to come right in front of this little, go right where this little hook is at, right here, and pull it this way. So it's gonna, if you pull it straight up, it'd be right here on this little silver piece. So you want to make sure it's right here, and then you want to pull it this way. And you are going to go underneath this metal piece, in between this metal plate right here and this little round thing. You're going to go underneath that, still holding your thread. Now I'm going to get my bobbin. Okay, now for my bobbin, I'm just going to wrap this a few times. Here you go. For my bobbin, I'm just going to get this thread and start wrapping it a few times around. Okay? Then let's see, we can turn this so you can see a little better. Okay. So after I wrapped it around a few times, make sure I don't get it caught on this string. I'm going to get my bobbin and place it right on here. Push down really hard. And I am going to pull, there we go, till I have a nice, not too tight, but kind of tight right here. And I'm just going to pull backwards and kind of wrap this back around this thread back here. My spool of thread. Okay. Now, underneath here, there's like a little notch right here. And it's the same notch on the other side right here. And that cuts it. So I'm going to bring it around this side over here so you all can see really well. Go underneath here. And I would have just did it on the other side, but I wanted you to be able to see. You're going to pull it right there in that little notch. And I'm just going to pull. And that cuts my, when I pulled, that cut my string. So I have this little piece right here left. Okay. I'm just going to wrap that. I'm going to push the whole thing over. And give me a second. I will cut on the machine so you can see how it's done. I always keep it unplugged until I get ready to use it. And my on switch is on the side over here. Okay, and you might not be able, let's see if we can get to where you can see a little better. Okay, now you see this is the start and stop button, but it is yellow because I have the bobbin turned over. I have the bobbin switch turned. Now, let's see here. Switch this back. And now my light is red because my presser foot is up. If I let my presser foot down, it turns green. Let me know that I can go ahead and start sewing. But we're going to let this back up. And we are going to turn our bobbin back to the on position. Want to make sure you get this nice and tight in it so it doesn't mess up. And we're going to go right here and press our start button. And there it goes. It's spinning our bobbin. It's getting close to being done. Look like it's about close to being done. So I am just going to press that same button I did to start it. And that stops it. And that is it. So I hope that helped somebody out. Thanks. Until later.